Hello Gemini, this is Olivia from Doss Tarot. I'm here to do a reading for you today. This is the Decoder Dream deck, and I'm going to pull one card just to see where we stand and see what you are concerned about, or maybe you're looking for some advice. These are dreams, not necessarily dreams, but the wording behind in the back of the readings are they're like triggers, maybe. Triggers in a good way or a bad way. So let's see what we have to view. What one card? Oh my, oh my goodness. I always get tickled with this because I thought, oh no, I couldn't do this either. Standing on stage. Yeah. And it's called nudity. And I'm going to highlight, well, I didn't highlight this particular card, so let's just see what it says here. It says being naked or nude or partially clothed is a strong indicator of feeling vulnerable in your waking life. Perhaps you're hiding something or not being true to who you really are. You might feel anxious that others will see through your disguise, or you might be trying hard to impress but afraid you'll cause disappointment. The dream may be highlighting a tension. On the one hand, you want to be completely honest and open with people. On the other, you're afraid that if you do reveal your true feelings or personality, you'll be ridiculed or exposed as a fraud. The reaction of others to your nudity, as well as your own reaction, will help to clarify the dream's meaning. If you don't feel embarrassed, perhaps you're being encouraged to be proud of who you are or the way you think or act. If other people don't notice your nakedness, maybe you're worrying needlessly. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, vulnerability is in fear of what other people may be thinking of you. So what do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? Oh my gosh. The Four of Cups in reverse is telling me that there's some lack of emotion. You're not interested in anything right now. Maybe, perhaps there's no, maybe you just don't have a feeling. Maybe it does kind of relate to this. Maybe you're not sure how people perceive you, and right now you just want to be left alone. Don't bother me. Maybe you're going through like a internal research on yourself, and you're trying to find out who you truly are. There is communications here though with the Eight of Wands. Either that or there's going to be a fast change in your life. Could be messages being sent to you. You might maybe people are calling you and saying, hey, are you okay? It could be something like that. Oh my gosh, you have the World. That is beautiful. You are going through a transformation of some sort because the divine is guiding you that way. There's something that the divine is probably helping you see that you need to work on, and it might have something to do with feeling vulnerable or feeling like you're not worthy because you don't think that others are going to love you, perhaps. Because this is a strong disappointment in some kind of relationship or some kind of love. It could be with family, friends, co-workers. It can be with anybody. It doesn't have to be a love connection as far as romance. Maybe you're communicating how you feel, and maybe that's helping you work something through, like a sounding board. You might be talking to somebody, and with that help, maybe this is helping you, get that energy of the World, which is like closing this part of your life off and it's like starting a brand new way of life. It's like hitting the reset button in life. This is a major life event. You're definitely going through something, and I have no doubt it's divinely guided. But there could be something you're talking to somebody that you feel comfortable with. And again, oh my gosh, look at this. I just noticed this. You have the woman in the middle here and the woman here. Wow, Gemini. Anyway, you don't feel vulnerable. You feel good to be able to get through this, I'm sure. And we have here the Nine of Wands. This is almost like saying that you've been through so much that maybe that's what this was. Maybe you've struggled through relationships, or maybe you've struggled with people in general, and you're kind of tired of being set aside or forgotten about or neglected or whatever it is. It's like you're the wounded warrior. You're the energy of, not feeling like you're ever going to be able to find anybody you can trust, or anybody that's not going to put up some kind of negative energy up against you. You're tired of it. Whoa, way too many. I'd love to take it, but I don't want to take just the one that I should have taken it, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the point is here, maybe with the nudity here, maybe you're the one. Say, I think you're having a self-image. Maybe your self-image about yourself is something that you're worried about. Or maybe there's no self-love because of all of the struggles that you've been through. Oh, there we go. You are there is going to be a new beginning here for you. Something that's going to really spark your life. This is the Ace of Wands. This talks about creativity, a new beginning. Could have something to do with work, because the Wands always represent work, and this could even be resumes that you're shooting out to others to see if you can land a job, or just communications, period. The Strength card. You're going to need the strength. You are going to need the strength for yourselves, particularly, specifically, because if you don't have the strength to hold yourself up, the World card is not going to be as available to you, meaning you're not going to be able to make that journey into a new life unless you have that strength. So I don't know if that means you need to work on your strength, your physical strength. This also talks about courage, and it also talks about doing it gracefully. Excuse me. Now the Ten of Wands is telling me that you are done with this. This injury, always being on guard, always looking for it's kind of like being, what is that expression? When you're always constantly looking where the next bit of trouble is going to come from. It's like you're at the point where you're just tired of it, and you did take one last hit, and that was the end of it. This might have been what triggered the world. There was one last event or something that added that extra one to make it the Ten of Wands, because this is telling me that it's over. You're not going back to this kind of energy. You're going to drop all those wands and walk away from them. That way you'll be more open to other people instead of always having that standoffish energy that they feel around you. You're dropping it. You're going to become, it's almost like you are going to become very vulnerable at this point in your life, because you're not hiding anything anymore. And you're not putting up with anything like this again either. Oh, look at there. Oh my gosh. The end of stagnation is the release and the knowing of where you stand in your own belief system and how you see yourself. And you're finally breaking free of all of the bonds that have been put around you. You're done with it. It's a lot of freedom here. freedom, freedom. Oh my gosh, in the Five of Wands, this is the end of challenges. And this is what this is. This has always been a challenge for you, every part of your life. But you ended it. There was one event that ended it here, and it's ending in all of the wand energy, basically. The negative wands, put it that way, because we do have the good wands as well. And then the last card here, oh my God, another wand. You may have been involved with somebody that had a lot of fire energy in them. I don't know if it was a person. It could be your family. It could be family. It does not necessarily, and it could be people from work as well, because the wands, like I said, represent, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 wands on the board. This could definitely have something to do with work. Could have something to do with work at this point. I will be clarifying. And let's look and see what's on the bottom. That's you. The Emperor. Just if you're a female, it does not matter. It just is this card, the energy of this, or a male, you know, either one. The Emperor is somebody that has their own boundaries. They do not let others break through them. But there's a different kind of boundary with the Emperor. It's because he knows his worth. He's not going to let others take advantage of him and run all over him. This is somebody that also likes loyalty or offers loyalty. This is also somebody that likes the security of being safe. That's a very strong energy, very strong. And this I say could be masculine or feminine. Aries, or the Emperor is Aries, and then we have Leo. Let's see what we have here. I think I'll use these. Oh, let me use these. I think you're opening yourself to be vulnerable. I don't think you felt that. Or maybe you have in the past and you forgot how it felt to be free. Because being vulnerable is basically breaking free from all of this. It's like you don't have to worry about that anymore. It opens your psyche, your internal spirit and your soul. It opens your soul and your spirit and says, look, you're free. Don't let other things or people around you dictate how you're supposed to be. You're your own person. I'm going to do these 3 here. Oh, the 7 of Cups. You have a lot of options. This could have something to do with work. You're emotionally dissatisfied with some kind of work that you've been doing. And there are options out there for you now. Just remember, with the 7 of Cups, that just means be careful of the options that you choose. You don't want to get into the same scenario you were in before. There's much better, but just watch very carefully on what you do pick. Make sure you give it the eagle eye and that everything is what you hoped for. Oh God. And this is another part of you being, you know, you're blocking people. It's like you've always had a battle, people that are against you, because this is a opposition, people that are against you, and you've always felt like you had to hold them off because they were trying to dictate to you how you need to be and what you need to do, and finally you just said, BS, I'm done with that. I'm done. I want to be my own person, which is actually part of what we're all going through in this world at this time, is trying to learn who we are without dictatorship or past life or past learnings of how we're supposed to be. Now it's time for us all to take this opportunity to break free from all of the BS, the people, whoever it is, the work, whatever. Be vulnerable for a while and see what that feels like. You'll attract somebody that's just as vulnerable as you, or at least somebody that relates to you instead of having all of this, you know, back off energy. the star. Now the star energy here is telling you that you are going to be going through some kind of healing process, which makes sense. If you're dumping a bunch of fire energy here that's been around you, it looks like it's been around for a while. You're gonna need just a boost. This is somebody that comes in and gives guidance. It could be a friend, or it could just be the energy from the divine that is pouring, the love, pouring, washing away all of this negative energy that's been making you pretend to be something you weren't. They were kind of molding you in what they wanted you to be like. And that's BS. Be your own person. This is also a blessing and a new beginning. Let's clarify these three. King of Pentacles. Now the King of Pentacles here is telling me that you may be feeling as if you're financially secure enough to be able to support yourself, that you don't need anybody at this point, because I got that up here too, that you're just done right now with emotional things, which could be people, family, love, whatever it is. It's like this is somebody that's very loyal, dedicated, reliable, and I think that's just you being who you are. You're being reliable and responsible for yourself. And financially secure. Oh, look at there, the Ace of Wands again. That is amazing. This is, again, this is clarifying why all of this fire energy is here. Is because there was something here that just wasn't right for you. And with the divine giving you the Ace of Wands, it's almost like snapping you up and snapping your mind opening and telling you this is not what you're meant to do in life. So I'm going to give you a new start, and you're going to start fresh. And you've already got the world to also change your whole world. It's the end of a major life change and starting something brand new. In this Knight of Wands in reverse, this is somebody that's a little egotistic, and it could be somebody very flamboyant. But I don't know if this is a person or if this is the energy that you felt like you had to be. Let's clarify it. Oh, the Devil. It could have been somebody in your life that was a fire sign, and it just wasn't right for you. And they may have been the one that created all of this. Who knows? It could be somebody you knew personally, or it could have been a boss, or it could have been somebody that is just around you, causing trouble all the time. Because the Devil is all about controlling. There are boundaries, being bound to somebody, or being manipulated by somebody. Somebody that has a lot of fire energy. The Knight of Wands in reverse, like I said, is somebody very clairvoyant. Flamboyant, somebody egotistical, somebody that just wants to rush in and have a little fun and then leave again. Somebody that could have been taking advantage of you. Let's clarify the Emperor. What do we have for the Emperor? There it is. Let's see what this turns out to be. Oh, look at there. That's you. You're wanting to be yourself. This is being single. Somebody that wants to be single. This person probably owns their own home. They have, financial security. They don't need the assistance of a man in their life. A lot of women do this. Men do too, I'm sure. But this is just telling us that you are definitely... This is also related to an air sign. I can't remember which one, the energy of it. But, yeah, this is somebody that has learned to be on their own without the support of others, and definitely without the opposition that was always being thrown at you. I think it's a beautiful reading, Gemini. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. You may have children, or this could be you reminiscing about younger days when you were a child and feeling free and just being yourself without having to worry. And maybe this is what you're trying to get back to. Letting your inner child come out. We always forget to do that as adults. It's like we think we are having fun, but true fun is the energy that God gave us as children. We are all His children, and this is the kind of energy that we want to be in, so that we don't forget where we originated from. And if you don't use, if God's not who you pray to or whatever, whoever it is that you pray to. Oh, let's get an energy card real quick. I want to get one. Maybe I'll get two. Let's try this one first. What one card here is for Gemini? What is it? Oh, I saw something flip. Oh my gosh. Taurus just got this too. The rest and rejuvenation. You are going to need to do that. It would be good for you to do that. Put it that way. Even if you are getting the world, that's going to be a major life event. You're going to have to rest up and kind of get your head back into, or whatever it is you need to do. Maybe it's time, once you do the resting and the rejuvenating of your body and healing, maybe you'll see yourself in a different way. It'll be like taking new baby steps again, in a sense. Being free for it. Taking that deep breath of, oh my gosh, I'm free from all of that. I'm done with it. Let's get one more card. I want to get from the angels and ancestors that. Oh my gosh. Excuse my voice. I've been sick for, I don't know, almost a week. It was really bad. I miss working with you guys. One card for Gemini, please. One card. I'll take two. I'll take two. Oh my gosh, look at this. You get the moon, and you get the moon, which says, take note of intuitive messages. You're going to be getting information from the divine. I knew that was part of this. As soon as I saw this and this and this, and then it's like the divine is here. Take note of intuitive messages. For myself personally, if I get messages in the middle of the night in a dream or a whisper or whatever it is, I always try my best to get up out of bed and write it down so I don't forget. And I write exactly what I hear, because sometimes if you've ever done this before, journal dreams, if it's coming from angels, they have a different language. They don't say words the way we do. I just get chuckled the next morning when I wake up and say, I wrote that, but that's what I heard. The star ancestor, it says, follow the voice of your soul. And again, that's using your intuition. Your intuition, your soul is here. You're definitely being divinely guided. You are being taken care of. That's a beautiful reading, Gemini. I sure hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.